Volpone, Italian for sly fox, is a comedy play by English playwright Ben Jonson. First produced in 1605 to 1606, drawing on elements of city comedy and beast fable. A merciless satire of greed and lust. It remains Jonson's most performed play. And it is ranked among the finest Jacobean era comedies. Summary of the play. Volpone, the fox, is a Venetian gentleman who pretends to be on his deathbed after a long illness in order to dupe Voltore, the vulture, Corbaccio, the raven, and Corvino, the crow, three men who aspire to inherit his fortune. In their turns, each man arrives to Volpone's house bearing a luxurious gift, intent upon having his name inscribed to the will of Volpone. As his heir, Mosca, the fly, Volpone's parasite servant, encourages each man, Voltore, Corbaccio, and Corvino, to believe that he has been named heir to Volpone's fortune. In the course of which, Mosca persuades Corbaccio to disinherit his own son in favor of Volpone. To Volpone, Mosca mentions that Corvino has a beautiful wife, Celia, disguised as Scoto the mountebank. Volpone goes to see Celia. Corvino drives away Scoto, Volpone, who then becomes insistent that he must possess Celia as his own. Mosca deceives Corvino into believing that the moribund Volpone will be cured of his illness if he lies in bed beside a young woman. Believing that Volpone has been rendered impotent by his illness, Corvino offers his wife in order that, when he is revived, Volpone will recognize Corvino as his sole heir. Just before Corvino and Celia are due to arrive at Volpone's house, Corbaccio's son Benario arrives to catch his father in the act of disinheriting him. Mosca guides Benario to a side room, and Volpone and Celia are left alone. Upon failing to seduce Celia with fantastic promises of luxury and wealth, Volpone attempts to rape her. Benario comes forward to rescue Celia. In the ensuing trial at court, the truth of the matter is well buried by Voltore, using his prowess as a lawyer to convince the avvocatori, with false evidence given by Mosca, Volpone and the other dupes. There are episodes involving the English travellers Sir and Lady Politic Woodby and Peregrine. Sir Politic constantly talks of plots and his outlandish business plans, while Lady Woodby annoys Volpone with her ceaseless talking. Mosca coordinates a mix-up between them which leaves Peregrine, a more sophisticated traveller, feeling offended. He humiliates Sir Politic by telling him he is to be arrested for sedition, and making him hide inside a giant tortoise shell. Volpone insists on disguising himself and having it announced that he has died and willed his wealth to Mosca, which enrages the would-be heirs Voltore, Corbaccio, and Corvino. And everyone returns to court to dispute the will of Volpone, who becomes entangled in the circumstances of the plots that he and Mosca devised. Despite Volpone's pleas, Mosca refuses to relinquish his new role as a rich man. Volpone reveals himself and his deceits in order to topple the rich Mosca. In the event, Voltore, Corbaccio, Corvino, Mosca and Volpone himself finally are punished. End of the summary. Thank you.